It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso on SABC3. I'd like to formally apologize to all my fans out there for losing that Friday rewind game. That was terrible. Anyway, right now, it is time for our Friday Tech Roundup with our tech expert, Janse van Rensburg. And today, we're looking back at a week of gadgets, gizmos, and exciting innovations all the way from CES 2018 in Las Vegas. But first of all, Happy New Year, sir.
Same to you.
Are you well?
I'm well, and yourself?
Excellent, excellent. So let's talk about what's been happening at CES. We've talked about, well, this past week, we've tapped into some of the new innovations there, but something is happening in the world of laptops and phones and the merger between the two.
Yeah, so 2017 was a big year for this type of new technology. So basically what we saw was people like Samsung, who had the DeX product, where you would take your phone and plug it in and then you have a desktop setup. We saw some other people now trying to find new solutions. So this one, for example, you can see that you have your phone and you plug it into your laptop, and it becomes your mouse and your trackpad on your device. And then the shell is basically just a screen. There's no processors. Everything is being run from the smartphone itself. So we're going to see a lot more of these applications come into so people just want to be more mobile with their desktop world, basically. So not having to carry around a bunch of stuff. You have your phone and you have this little shell and you pop it in and there you go.
Absolutely, very, very exciting things. And what about innovations in the world of virtual reality and augmented reality? What's happening there?
Yeah, so it's going to be a very interesting year, 2018. So 2017 was a little bit of a sluggish year for VR and for AR. You know, we had the companies that had their headsets launched in 2015, 2016. Not a lot has happened in 2017, so we're thinking 2018 is going to be a big one. And from the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, we've seen some interesting stuff come out. So for example, there's more powerful headsets. There's ones that wouldn't need to be tethered to a desktop machine to be playing any games. Also some commercial implications in that people will use it to kind of design more objects. It'll be for engineers and for architects. And there's something very cool that came out. There was a little drone that you flew with your AR goggles, with your VR goggles, using augmented reality. So you kind of see from the point of view of a drone, and then you play games with a drone, basically. It's a kind of merging of all these different things.
Almost like experiencing the feeling and the sensation of flying.
Exactly.
And I mean, if you've been in a really good VR simulation, you know just how real that is when your mind plays games with you that way. So you can imagine looking down, let's say, from the top of Mount Everest through your augmented reality.
It's exciting, yeah. 2018 is going to be good for VR.
That's crazy. And then, of course, the world of electric cars is where we're moving to right now. It's a big reality. You go to the waterfront and there's charging pads there for electric cars. But what new innovations were revealed at CES?
So, I mean, this space is moving so quickly, and it's kind of hard to keep up because a lot of people are trying to innovate and trying to push the technology as quickly as possible. So this, for example, is from a small company called Byton. It's a fascinating looking car. You can see the entire dashboard is one massive screen. So what they're trying to do is make everything automated, make everything easier to use, so that either you're just going to sit back and not be driving yourself, or you're going to be using all of the technology around you in the car to make your life a lot easier. And it's going to be a very interesting year to see how that technology actually gets into a lot more mainstream cars that we all drive on the roads. Yeah,
fantastic things in the future, and we'll have more with Tias a little bit later on, so stay tuned and let us know your thoughts as well, of course, on our social media platforms using #Expresso Show.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Friday morning. Happy Friday to you. We're talking about all of the latest innovations to come out of CES 2018 taking place in Las Vegas. And we've got Janse van Rensburg here joining us to tell us all about it. During the week, like I said, we touched on some of these things. One of them being a smart water bottle. But not just that, there's smart wristbands. There's smart headbands. What is going on? So many smart things. Are we as humans stupid then? What's going on?
Well, it's these tech companies trying to make our lives a little bit easier. But yes, everything is becoming smart. So you also have some very strange innovations like this device you can see here, where the wristband, you touch your ear and and you can hear what the wristband is playing through your hand and goes straight into your ear.
Vibrations from skin to skin.
There's some very weird stuff. There's even a smart personal airbag. So you wear it around your waist and it's mostly for elderly people who tend to topple over. And they've got
Okay.
their own little airbag, so when they do fall, they don't get injured.
My goodness.
Some other really interesting stuff was smart stuff within the home. So your tablet will be connected to your fridge and your oven, for example. Then the tablet has an app on it which basically scans what ingredients you have in your fridge,
Yeah.
and then that talks to the oven, and because you choose a recipe, it'll start heating the oven, and it'll be ready to tell you exactly when to put it in, and basically take you through the steps.
That's crazy. I thought you were about to tell me that the fridge and the oven were about to have a conversation. Be like, cool, we're making roast
Well, they
chicken,
kind
so
of do.
here's the chicken. You open up, and that would be well. I'm sure that's in the works somewhere with smart robots
Maybe
in
a
the
couple of
home.
years away,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Okay, that's all right. We can chill for now. But then finally, Samsung's big unveiling of the wall.
They call it
That
the wall.
massive TV, 3.7 meters in diameter. If you want to measure, well, I guess, length and breadth.
Yeah.
What has you most excited about this TV?
Well, it's more the technology behind it. So in TVs right now have kind of come leaps and bounds in the last
Yeah.
couple of years. Last year was all about 4K OLED TVs. This year we saw at CES some other TVs that were now 8K OLEDs, which is insane to see that kind of compared to another display.
Yeah.
But the wall isn't OLED. It's a new technology that Samsung have created called micro LED.
Yes.
So where OLED uses organic material to make the light of the display,
Yeah.
here they have kind of developed some synthetic stuff that can do it on a very, very microscopic scale. So the interesting part behind the wall is you can scale this screen as much as you want, because it's actually a bunch of different panels that
Exactly,
are talking
it's
to each
modular,
other. Yeah, so I mean, the wall is kind of the future of the TV in that one day you're going to be able to personalize your TV. You're going to see your wall is more or less that size. You're going to say, I want a screen that's 2.5 meters wide, and you just put a couple of those ones together and they talk to each other.
Wow. I wonder how much of the naming of the product actually like lends itself from, let's say, like a Game of Thrones or Donald Trump. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a very topical thing right now. The wall.
Yeah, it's going to protect everybody from bad TV.
Good man, good man. Thank you so much for joining us, man. We really do appreciate it. And yeah, let us know which stories have caught your attention in regard to the world of technology. Share your thoughts with us on expressoshow.com.